Hey there, it's Anonymous T, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending good energy, sending blessings to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we are talking about former Welcome to Sweetie Pie's reality star from the OWN network, Tim Norman, being sentenced yesterday to life in prison, you guys, because he had a murder plot for hire plan to basically kill his nephew and cash out on, I believe, an over $250,000 insurance policy. And there were 3 co-conspirators. There was a lady who gave the location of Tim Norman's nephew to complete the task of killing him. So she was sentenced to 3 years. Then there was somebody else who got sentenced to 32 years that actually fatally shot the nephew. And then there was a 3rd co-conspirator as well who also got 3 years in prison dealing with the wire fraud and the insurance fraud component of all of this murder for hire plot. And, you know, previously to this, Tim Norman was on social media trying to deny the wire fraud allegations and everything else, and trying to, you know, wish that the jury could hear this and that or whatever. And here's the thing, you guys. This is the classic case of you F around and you're going to find out, right? Tim, those of you who have watched the show Welcome to Sweetie Pies, has been moving shady since day one, right? He's been moving shady since day one, and his thought process, because he'd already been incarcerated before, and his thought process basically was, I need to make moves to make money, right? But all of the moves were the wrong moves, right? Remember, he kept trying to open up all of these different Sweetie Pies franchises across America and Houston, and then like having that burger joint or whatever in LA, like having all of these other Sweetie Pies, basically trying to profit off of his mother's name and, you know, create all of these other franchises that had nothing to do with the essence of what the original Sweetie Pies restaurant entailed, right? And then remember, there was all that drama with his, you know, former girlfriend, Janae, because they share a child together. And there was just all this drama, right? Thank goodness that they never got married, right? I believe she is moved on and is happily married to somebody new. But it sucks, unfortunately, for the son, because now their father, you know, not only did this child, you know, come into a situation from a broken home, but also now their father is not even going to be able to even see them because they're in jail for life, right? And that's going to be up to the child ultimately when they're old enough on whether or not they want to basically see visit their father in prison for the rest of their lives, right? But this need to get rich quick, this jealousy that people have within their family to where it goes to this length of like wanting them dead and taking out insurance policies on them to cash in. Like, seriously, like, how low do you have to be? How low do you have to be? And what miserable and negative and jealous person doesn't seek help, doesn't get right with themselves, and try to understand why they have so much hate, and not only hate for themselves, but hate for their family, hate for the people that love them, right? And I believe even Miss Robbie was trying to ask for a reduced sentence of some sort. So it's like even her in the final hours is still trying to advocate for somebody who doesn't even want to advocate for themselves. Somebody who repeatedly has shown time and time again that they do not have the mentality of somebody who is a leader, of somebody who is a good example, of somebody who is a go-getter, of somebody who actually, you know, is doing something, right? And doing something legally, you guys. Doing something legally that is not having to involve murder, that is not having to involve a get-rich-quick scheme. And this was so sloppy, right? It was so sloppy, it was so obvious. This is why I don't understand, you guys. I do not understand people who continue to commit these crimes and think somehow they're going to outbeat the law, that they're going to outdo the law, and they are not going to get caught, you guys. Make it make sense, because when you're dealing with people who are idiots, you're dealing with people who think that they're smarter than what they are, and then you F around and you find out, and you F around and you find yourself in prison for life, you guys. You F around and you find out that you are going to be the person spending the rest of your life behind bars. And you are not going to be able to have the relationship that you should have had with your son. Your relationship with your mother is never going to be the same. And any remaining relatives that are on the side of the nephew, basically, you're dead to them, right? You're dead to them because you killed them for no reason, right? You killed him for no reason other than you have your own issues with him, but also you wanted to profit off of his death as well, right? But how can you profit off of his death if you're going to be sitting in prison, right? Because it wasn't thought out. It was not thought out at all. And this is not, you know, How to Get Away with Murder. See, these shows, these things, these people think that they can perfect their crime. They think that they can perfect and that they can outdo the law. It doesn't work like that, you guys. It doesn't work like that, you know, and it's just hilarious to me. It is just hilarious that you had the audacity to think that it would. So, like they say, you do the crime, you got to do the time, and the jury agreed. So there is that. So if you have not already, please subscribe to my second channel, Anonymous T Podcast, where we will be talking more about true crime and current events and everything else and the like that we will not get to talk about on this channel, you guys. So please tune in. We got some really good content that's uploading, that's coming up over there. I will pin the link, of course, in the comments, and of course put it in the description box for you guys to subscribe. Those of you, to my subscribers, those of you who've been rocking with me for a while now, thank you guys so much for continued support. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm grateful and appreciative of each and every single one of you. Those of you who are new, if this is your first time tuning in, or if you are a newer subscriber, thank you also for tuning in. And please check out my older content as well, and kind of get yourself familiar around to the place and everything else. But it is a really good group of people here who really make this go, and very amazing people. So I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. So with that being said, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.